Officer, what are you doing?
He is a criminal. Stop here.
No!
What if a simple day at the park turned into a nightmare? This is the story of a 5-year-old boy whose innocence was shattered by a misunderstanding. The sun shone brightly over the park, where children laughed and played. Among them was a cheerful 5-year-old named Jamal. He was running around, his laughter echoing as he chased after a butterfly. His mother watched from a nearby bench, her heart swelling with pride. But what happened next would change everything. Jamal was just a child, but Officer Smith saw something else. Jamal, confused and scared, dropped the toy. "I'm just playing," he cried. But Officer Smith, fueled by fear and prejudice, didn't listen. He grabbed Jamal's arm, pulling him away from the playground. "You're under arrest," he shouted, not realizing the chaos he was about to unleash. How would you feel if you were in Jamal's shoes? Hit that like button if you're rooting for him. Jamal's mother rushed over, panic in her eyes. "What are you doing? He's just a child," she pleaded. But Officer Smith was too focused on his mission to see the truth. The other parents watched in shock, some recording the incident on their phones. As the situation escalated, a familiar face appeared in the crowd. It was Captain Johnson, Officer Smith's superior and Jamal's father. Kay had just finished a meeting and was horrified to see his son being treated like a criminal in a moment. Everything changed. The truth was about to come out, but would it be enough to heal the wounds? Captain Johnson rushed forward, his heart pounding. "Smith, what are you doing?" he shouted, his voice filled with authority. Officer Smith froze, realizing he had arrested the son of his boss. The crowd gasped, the tension palpable. "Sir, I thought he was a threat." Officer Smith stammered, his face turning red. Captain Johnson's eyes narrowed. "He's 5 years old. You need to understand the difference between a child playing and a real threat." The crowd began to murmur, some expressing anger, others disbelief. Jamal, still in shock, looked up at his father, tears streaming down his face. "Daddy, I didn't do anything wrong," he whimpered. Captain Johnson knelt down, pulling Jamal into a tight embrace. "This moment is heart-wrenching. How do you think Jamal feels?" But this wasn't just about one incident. It was a reflection of a much larger problem. As the crowd dispersed, Captain Johnson took Officer Smith aside. "You need to understand the impact of your actions. This isn't just about you. It's about trust, fear, and the community we serve." Officer Smith felt a wave of shame wash over him. He had acted on instinct, but now he realized how wrong he had been. "I didn't mean to hurt anyone," he said quietly. Captain Johnson nodded, understanding the struggle within the young officer. News of the incident spread quickly. Community leaders called for a meeting to discuss the implications of racial profiling and the need for better training for officers. Jamal's mother spoke out, sharing her fears and hopes for a better future. Captain Johnson stood in the community center, the air thick with tension. The meeting was packed, filled with concerned citizens, parents, and community leaders. Jamal's mother, Ms. Thompson, stood at the front, her voice steady but filled with emotion. "This incident is not just about my son. It's about a system that often overlooks the innocence of our children because of the color of their skin." Officer Smith sat in the back, his heart heavy. He had been dismissed from his job for his actions, a consequence he never anticipated. For 2 months, he had reflected on that day, replaying the moment over and over in his mind. He had apologized to Jamal and his mother. Okay, but the weight of his mistake lingered. Jamal's mother nodded, her eyes glistening with tears. I want my son to grow up in a world where he feels safe, not targeted. We need to work together to make that happen. The room fell silent as people turned to him, some with skepticism, others with curiosity. Do you relate to this? He asked, looking around. Why does it seem like no one cares about Black lives? If you feel the same way, please share your thoughts. It's *, and that how the story ends with nothing good for Black people.